It's Wednesday, and it's time to get a little wacky. It's Wacky Wednesday with Bumper Gomez. You never know what you're going to get from this former U.S. Marine that has a passion for Tejano culture and gets you up close and personal with your favorite Tejano stars and so much more. Unfiltered Wacky Wednesday with Bumper Gomez starts now.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome to another edition. Well, today's a late edition of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Everybody knows that I like to keep it on time, 7:30 every single Wednesday. But sometimes when you deal with stars, not mentioning no names, you have to adjust your time. And so that's what we did today. But welcome to the show, man. Again, my name is Bumper Gomez. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a little podcast that I've been doing for a little over a year. I keep saying little over a year, and it's going to be like a year and some way more than over a year, right? But I've been doing this for quite some time, and it's just getting more. The ball's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm rolling with it. Welcome to the show. If you on behalf of Di Marie, who's my guest tonight.
Hola.
Welcome, Di.
Thank you for having me.
Dude, literally, I'm not even going to lie, because I never lie on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I call it like I see it. Di just wrote in here. I ain't even bullshitting you. She literally like just walked in here, banged open doors like, I'm here. I made it before 8:30, and yeah, we're still
8:37.
We're still late. We're still late. It's all good. But no, again, welcome to the show, man. We're gonna have a great evening, a great interview with Di Marie, somebody who is, if you saw my post, my very first post I put about the show, somebody who really, I know this, the sentence was very simple, but it was strong. Somebody who knows the fucking grind of the music business, you know, because there's people who are out there. There's a lot of artists, but sometimes, you know, artists are a one-hit wonder or I don't know. They know them because of something else or whatever the case may be. Di Marie knows the grind. We're gonna get to know who she is, where her music comes from, and if I can convince her, maybe, just maybe, she'll let me play a little bit of her brand new single that hasn't been played nowhere, right?
No, nowhere.
Nowhere. I'm going to tell you that I went to Walmart earlier and I played the song in my car, like full blast. I played that son bitch like 4 times in a row.
Yes. That means it's good.
Dude, it's good. It's good. So I can't wait for you guys to hear it. And again, if you're tuning in for the first time and I don't acknowledge you because of the comments, it's because I'm doing the interview and I got to do this stuff too. So it's kind of hard. So every now and then I'll go over and look at the comments real quick. Shout out. I got to give him a shout out because he promotes the hell out of us.
Yes.
DJ Brandon out there in Pearsall, Texas.
Yes. Shout out
to DJ Brandon. He's always promoting the show. Any guests that I have, he pushes that all over social media. So shout out to DJ Brandon. Shout out to all the TikTok royalty. They wanted a reunion, bro. You believe that? They wanted a reunion. It hasn't even been. It's been a week today, and they wanted a reunion already. God,
it was fun. That's
damn.
why we had so much fun,
dude. I don't know if you guys watched last week, but if you didn't, it's up on YouTube. I had the TikTok royalty here, man, and dude, the show was fun, but shit, afterwards.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Jesus,
we had a lot of fun. And we had to go to work the next day. So,
yes, man. The next day was pretty rough.
It was fun.
But let's see. The beer you have, I know who else is there.
Who said that?
That's a good one, Eloy. That's a good one. Yes. You know, shout out to Miller Lite. You know, and no whiskey for this guy tonight. No bourbon for this guy tonight. But Di, welcome to the show, man.
Yes, thank you.
Even though you came in rolling in hot, you know what I'm saying? I want you to just relax. You know, she was nervous. No, she wasn't. She said she wasn't nervous. She said she's just like...
We were born to do this. That's what we said earlier. Are you nervous? No. I was born ready. That's what you said.
I was.
Are you ready?
I can do anything. Like, I don't know. There's just probably maybe some things I couldn't do, but for the most part, I'll try anything once. Shit. I
You
even
did
tried
really good on the Weedle. What was it, last week?
Hey, dude.
Hey.
So if you guys didn't get to see my Facebook, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics invited me up on stage for their last couple of songs. They played downtown at Tejano Fanfare this weekend, and they blew the stage up, bro. I mean, they just put a phenomenal show on. I got to go on there, and I got a new respect for artists. I got a new respect for artists. The Weedle, like holding that thing and like moving around, Charlie. Yeah, you can only hold it.
It gets heavy after a while. That's why. It gets
Yeah.
it does. It's heavy.
It does. It not only heavy, but just the like the people, man. Like you guys are a certain, like going up there talking real quick and getting off. That's one thing, but sitting up there putting your musical talent over and over and over again, that's totally different.
It's fun.
And when I'm assuming that when you play, you're up front by yourself. You probably don't have it. You know what I mean? You're the star of the show, so that's even more. You don't get nervous when you go on?
I don't. I think at first, when I first started, the nerves, oh my God. You see the people, and I would get really, really nervous when I first started. But now it's like walking in the park. Like, it's super, you just get up there and you know what you have to do and you get it done. You know what I mean? It's really fun.
You know what you have to do and you get it done.
You get it done. That's right. I've always felt a sense of security, though, because my brother is my backbone, and he's either playing keys or he's playing drums. So my brother, like I know that he's there, whether I look behind me or to my left or my right, and it's almost like
it's your security blanket.
He's my security blanket. I know that he's there, and if something goes wrong, he's got it. Like, he's gonna take care of it, and I don't even worry. Like, the show goes super smooth. Even if I mess up, like, nobody's perfect, right? You mess up or something happens, and I'm like, I look at David, and he's like, I've got this. We've got this. Just keep going. You're good. You're good. We're good. And I'm like, we're good. So we keep going.
So you're originally from Laredo, Texas, right?
I was born in Lufkin, Texas.
Lufkin. Shit, I fucked that all up, dog.
Lufkin, Texas. I was born and literally probably left like 4 months. So I think I recently asked her, like, how long were we there before?
Where's Lufkin
left?
at?
It's like an hour north of Houston by Nacogdoches.
Oh, yeah. Nacogdoches right here? Nacogdoches and Perrenbach.
No, hombre.
Oh,
but yeah,
shit.
we lived in Lufkin for a very short time. I was literally born, and we lived here in San Antonio for a year. That's when my brother was born, and then we moved to Laredo when I was like 4 years old, and I grew up in Laredo, so I call Laredo home.
Till what? What age?
I was 17 when I left Laredo and moved to Saigon, Texas. Seguin, Texas.
Oh, I just like, what the hell, Saigon?
Like, where's Saigon?
Hell, what the hell is that? Seguin, Texas.
Seguin, Texas.
I got you. And now, what do you call home?
Shirts.
A la chinga. Dude, this is for all you viewers that are watching from outside the 210 area code. Shirts is a small town where many people moved out to get away from to get away from the hustle and bustle of San Antonio. But like everybody knows, Texas is growing every day. It's swallowed up. It's part of San Antonio. I mean,
it is.
Excuse me, dang Miller Lite. But no, shirts. And did you finish school? You went to school, high school there?
I did. I went to high school. Shout out to all my friends that went to John B. Alexander High School in Laredo. Man, I haven't said that in a really long time.
John B. Alexander.
John B. Alexander, yes.
Who the hell is that?
Hijo. Well, go Bulldogs. But yeah, I grew up in Laredo, moved to Seguin. I got married, had 2 kids, my babies. My son's going to be 19 on the 27th, and my daughter is 14. She'll be 15 in January.
So I met your son like very quickly.
Yes.
Briefly, there you go. That's quickly, briefly, right? And that's not a little dude.
No, he's huge. He's tall. He's like,
Man, he like shook a hand like I was shaking a bear's hand. You know what I mean? The big guy was like, oh my goodness. And your daughter's sweet as hell, man.
Oh,
Sweet as hell. She hung out with us on Sunday.
princess.
Yeah, that was she's a very sweet girl. So,
Thank you.
Di, not only are you a Tejano artist, you're a mother.
Yes.
You know, and by your looks, right? Your looks and then the ages of your kids, you just said probably means you were a young mother.
I was very, very young. I had Joseph when I was 16 and Delaney I was 21.
You were 16 years old?
I was 16 years old. And
Damn.
but you know what? I wouldn't change
let's talk
it.
about
I
that.
wouldn't change it for the world.
You're right because it made you the woman that you are today.
It did.
Definitely. But you know, I've talked about this before on other podcasts that I've done, and other episodes. But where in our culture, man, you know, when we say 16, 17, 15, it's almost to the point to where like, oh, okay, you're just a young mom. It's nothing like. It's nothing crazy, dude. It's not like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up in my high school in Beeville, we had a daycare.
Yeah, so did we.
We had a daycare in the back of the
So
high
did
school
we.
to keep the girls in school so they would still graduate. You know what I mean? We'd have off-campus lunch and they would have to go feed their kids for lunch.
Yeah.
That was I think the only thing that they were having to do and take kid classes. But yeah, man, you know, if you're watching from outside of the state of Texas or outside of South Texas, I mean, I don't know how it is in East Texas, North Texas, West Texas, but down here in South Texas, you know, it's a normal day, everything. And I think it's honestly, I would say it's almost like part of our culture in a sense. You know what I mean? Like young moms are it's normal. You know what I mean? I mean, if you have a young teenage daughter, of course. You know, for the most part, people are like, I don't want my daughter to be pregnant at 16.
Yeah, of course not. No.
But if it happens...
My dad was really mad. He didn't talk to me for like, God.
And your dad's a Marine.
Yes.
A la madre,
Yes,
dude.
he didn't talk to me for like 6 months.
Did he make you do push-ups?
No, he didn't. But man, that silent treatment, it was not fun.
Oh,
he
shit.
was really strict and it wasn't easy either, you know, being in high school and I was a sophomore in high school. Graduated as a junior, so I graduated early. It was always a goal of mine to graduate early so that I can start college
But
sooner.
were you singing already, Di, at that age?
No, I was in mariachi in high school. I always loved to sing. Like if my mom was here, she would say automatically, like I would get in trouble in school all the time for talking too much. My mom says that I would get on the monkey bars and start singing, and the teachers would call and say that I would throw shows out in the playgrounds, and you know, typical kid, right?
That's a hey, look, Di, just for you, I picked a beautiful what color is
It's
that?
pink.
Hot pink.
It's like a hot pink.
There you go. So,
I like it.
I thought I'd do
Thank
something.
you.
Well, I probably should have done red to match your
That's
highlights.
all right.
You know,
It's all
yeah,
right.
it
To
looks
match
good.
my ombre over
It looks
here.
good. Hey, Andy said, were you like a soccer mom?
I was a football mom. Like I had my son in Pee Wee football. He tried baseball. He didn't really like it because he was catcher and he had to be like really low to the ground. He's like, Mom, I hate it. But I loved football.
Were you one of those parents that were
my
just
God.
obnoxious?
No, I wasn't obnoxious, but I was that mom that was on the fence, like yelling her.
Because I see parents now, and every single one of them has a Yeti cup in their hand.
Oh.
And I know what's in
We
that.
didn't have those back then.
Oh,
We
yeah,
didn't have
yeah.
the Yetis
You're
back
right.
then.
You go to baseball games, football games. Every parent has a Yeti cup, and you're just
Yeah.
like, man, you know, there's either beer, liquor, something in
Yeah.
that shit. You know, Di, you being a young mom and you were in mariachi and stuff. Where did you find time to love music? If that makes sense. Like, I know you're in mariachi and stuff, but where being a mom and everything going 100 miles an hour, where did you find time to say, you know what, I want to maybe try some music or...
So I have a lot of influences in my life because, like, in music. My uncle Roel Martinez sings. He used to be, well, he started as Shelly's background vocalist,
Shelly Lattis.
Shelly Lattis.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out to Shelly.
Shout out to Shell. He started with Shelly, and I would go anytime that he played outside. There was a family event. We were always there. Me and my family, our entire families. And then he ventured off on his own, and we were again always at the shows. My dad back then used to be a music promoter, and he would take us to lots and lots of shows all the time. Also,
So this was after his Marine stay, right?
Yes. Yes.
Man.
So
I met him the other day. That's why I keep mentioning that she has a cool, not just because he's a Marine, of course, but he's a very
they were talking it up and back and forth, and what was it? The cadence at
Oh yeah,
the end?
we were singing cadence in the middle of a restaurant.
Yeah,
it was
in
a
the
good
middle.
time.
We were leaving, and they were doing the cadence. I'm like, oh my god, get in the car, and my dad's still going to town. But yes, like we grew up. Me and my brother. I mean, my brother was hitting pots and pans when we were little, and I would get on the table with whatever I could find. Usually it was a hairbrush, jump on top of the table, and David would be playing the drums, and I would be singing. And it's just always been a part of our family. Again, shout out to my uncle Roel if you're watching. He also has his own band, Roel Martinez. But just growing up and watching everybody play, it was just something that I always wanted to do, and then having my kids really, really young, or my son, I kind of just wanted to be a mom. I had him really young, and it was really hard getting through school and graduating and then moving when I was 17. And it was just a lot of change all at once. So I knew I couldn't do it right away, but I knew that one day,
eventually it would happen.
Di,
doing this show, and if we get viewers that are watching live, but this will be up on my YouTube channel. It'll be always on the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday page. I'm glad you're sharing your story that way, because I'm actually learning stuff that I didn't, and I thought I knew a lot of stuff about you already, but I'm learning stuff that I didn't know about Di. And
I've actually never talked about this side of my life, so
there you go. Yeah, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. You never know what you're gonna get. There you go, right there.
Yes.
But where I was going with it was that, there could be a young girl right now who stumbles across this show and maybe just found out she's pregnant, 15, 16 years old, and maybe music was her dream, and I try to tell people, like, I was a young dad. My brother was a young dad. Like again, for me, it's almost normal, right? You know what I mean? If you guys don't know, I have 8 children. So, they range from almost 30 years old all the way down to 6 years old. So,
that's awesome. It's awesome that you have such a big family. And imagine when you start having grandkids, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
I got 2 grandkids already. I got 2 grandkids, but I'm fine with those 2.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Right now they're killing me with these grandpups. That's what they're killing me with, grandpups. But no, what I was saying is, the fact that, you're sharing a little bit of your personal side, and you're still a musician, and you're still an accomplished musician. So, that goes to show you that no matter what's thrown in your life, you can still pick it up and go.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. I tell people all the time, I've had friends who their children have come out pregnant, and they, for some reason, me and we always get phone calls. And then we hang up and like, hey, why'd they call us? You know what I mean? Of all people to call, why are you going to call us for some advice? And, awesome. all I say is, if you're a young parent, father, if you're going to be a young dad or a young mom, don't stop pursuing your goals, man.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of times people, they get pregnant, they have, kids, and then their life starts. Oh, I got to go get a job. Yeah. And then you're stuck at that job forever and a day, and you never get to the goals that you want to do. Hey, it's going to suck. You got to struggle. You know what I mean? You're just saying right now, your life is not over.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? You still found a way to get back to music, to something that you love. Yes. And here you are.
Here I am. So yes, you can do it. So don't give up. If that's a dream that you have and it's something that you want to do, don't ever give up. And people will tell you, oh, like your life, I heard it a lot. Your life is over. You ruined your life. Now you have a responsibility. And I get that. And I did have a responsibility. But at the end of the day, you can overcome those things, and life continues to go on. There are sometimes you just feel so overwhelmed, with your responsibilities, and oh my God, like not every day is gonna be easy, but you will get through it.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll get through it.
And I really think, like, speaking of culture wise, we talk a big game. Parents, grandparents, like, ya valió. You're done. Ya.
Yes.
No vas a hacer nada
My
now.
grandma. Shout out to my grandma. I love you.
But at the same time, the same people that are getting in your face telling you, they're the ones that are going to reach down and they're going to give you your hand, and they're going to help you, and they're going to help your child.
And they're going to be proud.
And that's what I think really, I was on a show one time talking to a DNA show kind of deal, and they had never done a Latino.
Wow.
They were from Kentucky, and they did it. And like, hey man, you know what we love is the y'all's culture. Y'all are very family oriented. You know what I mean? So that's another thing about being family oriented. You know what I mean? We have tight families where we're gonna help each other. We might talk shit. The minute you walk out that door, we might be like, "Shingama," you know what I mean? Why? But at the same time, when you show up, you need something, we're gonna be there to help. I think that's just the way our culture is. So, Di, you being a young mom, and was college something you wanted to do, or you just went straight to music?
No, I did go to college. I went to college for 3 years. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I have like 90 credit hours, no joke. And I tried many things. Like I tried doing cosmetology, I tried doing dentistry, I tried doing nursing, and I would start it and then I would be like, you know what? This isn't something that I want to do, or this isn't for me. And I would start something else and you know what? I don't really like it anymore. I just felt like I could never find something that I loved, like absolutely loved. But I mean, do you love your job? Do you love what you do now? Put him on the spot.
Damn. Put me on the spot. You
love this, right?
I love.
This isn't a job.
No, this is not a job. This is this is like, people ask me, why do you do it? I'm not going to get rich off of this.
Yeah.
Some dudes like to play golf. Some dudes like to play, go fishing. I like to share people's stories. That's the easiest way to put it. But no, my job now, I really don't ever talk about what I do. But I do love what I do because, you're not going to see it now. You might see it 15, 20 years from now. Change the way we do things in this world.
That's awesome.
And I'll leave it at that. That's satisfaction, right? But
awesome.
some days, I mean, any job, even if you love it, some days you're just like, God dang it, man. Why?
I'd like to say I love my job. I've only been there almost 2 years, but I make the best of it every single day. Like I walk into work and I'm like party mode, even if it's like a
really?
Like, yes, I walk in and I turn the music on. And everybody's like, even this week, they're like, Dad, your DJing is awesome this week. Like, I love it. But, I mean, if you're going to sit at your desk all day and at least bump some music, get it? Bump some music and just make the best of it. You know what I mean? And people, how can I say that it just outshines everything. And people will come up, sit at my desk, and they're like, golly, that's so awesome that they let you listen to music, and you're like the happiest person I've seen.
You're giving off good vibes,
all
good
the
energy,
time, all day, positivity all day. Because if you start your day off wrong, then the entire day is gonna be horrible. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You have to start off with the right mindset, get to work, and say, I'm gonna kick ass today, and it's gonna be awesome. And if you have that attitude, you know what? The rest of the day is going to just fly by and you're going to have fun all day long. That's just me. All the time. Every day, all day.
I haven't seen you quiet.
No, because I'm not.
And all the times I've hung out with you, I've yet to see you kind of dialed down. Yeah. The other dude, though, he's always just mellow. Like,
always.
Just kind of flows with
He's chill. He's on the beach all the time.
There you go. Di, your name, Di Marie.
Yes.
That's not your name on your birth certificate, is it?
No.
Can we talk about, or you don't want to? You don't have to answer.
No, we can. It's no biggie. So ever since the day I was born, so I've been told, My aunt, shout out to my auntie Di. Her name is Diana. So I was named after my grandmas. My grandma Diana, and then my grandma Maria Olga. They didn't want to name me Maria or Olga, so they named me Marie. So Diana Marie, that's my name. I was born, and it was always, this is Princess Di. Princess Di. And it just stuck. Nobody ever calls me Diana. Anybody. Like, even if somebody were to call me like Diana, I wouldn't even turn. I wouldn't even turn because nobody knows me as Diana. Nobody. And
you
even
can't just take my name and cut it in half.
Even saying it sounds weird. And actually, it's weird because I was just having a conversation this week, and I was like, I think I'm going to go to the courthouse and change my name to just Di Marie. And he was like,
really?
Well, if that's how you feel, then just go for it. Do it.
D.I.?
Just D.I. and Di Marie.
I thought you did it because it makes the autograph signing easier. You just fucking real quick.
Like literally that's my name. Like I feel like Di is my name. And people kind of mess it up all the time. D, they call me D. They call me, what is it, Di? They don't ever call me De though, so that's pretty good. Like, hey De. No, it's always D or Die, and that's fine. You know what I mean? If you call me D, I'm gonna turn around because I know that it's me.
Yeah,
it's either D or Die, and I'm cool with both. You know, some people that you read it, there's no E at the end, and it's not DY either. So
it's
I
Di
get it. But
Marie.
I always say it's either think of Princess Di. It's just DI. There's no anything after that. It's just Princess Di. So.
You know, I was gonna wear your shirt today.
I was gonna
wear your shirt, but then I said, you know what? It's probably fucking overkill.
Oh,
yeah, wearing
that would have been awesome.
A Di Marie, but I have worn it. I wore it for the country guy. Right?
Yes.
I wore it for my country artist.
I should have brought you another one. I have some other Di Marie t-shirts with just my logo. I'm gonna bring.
Get me one. Hey, if you guys are artists or you own a company or you own something and you want me to wear your shirt, message me. I promise you, I will wear it. I'll send it. What's so funny, Mike?
He's over there laughing. I don't know why though.
I'm trying to build my t-shirt collection, bro. Let's see. What's my name, Di? Rick Balderrama.
Oh, shout out to
Rick. Hey, Rick Balderrama. I did an interview with him this week, and he, as you guys know, if you follow Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I was doing just shotgun interviews with whoever I could snatch up there at Fanfare. And Rick was actually a couple of booths down from me, and he was selling his Tejano isn't. Tejano ain't dead, baby shirts, and they grab your attention. So yes. I talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, dude, just let me know." And I said, "No, you let me know when you're not busy." And he came and he grabbed me. He's like, "Hey, you ready?" So let's do it. So shout out to Rick. He sat down and we had a deep, short conversation that's gonna lead to when he's sitting in your spot.
Yes,
we're gonna have a badass conversation. So Rick Balderrama, if you're watching, Rick. I know you're watching. Be ready for that interview.
A few singles. Is it a few? I can't remember, but I know Vivir Lo Nuestro. If y'all want to hear a duet with me and Rick Balderrama, super awesome song. Rick is an amazing. I always tell everybody that I meet, and they're like, "Oh, over there, Rick, Tejano ain't dead." I was like, "That's my boy, Rick. You know I love you already all day."
I tell Rick, Rick is one of those guys that shows up somewhere. And he's dressed, very casual or very, very, not elegant. What's the word? Like just gentleman, you know what I mean? And you don't know, you're like, that guy's an artist, but I don't know. Like he could just be a very well-dressed guy who wanted to show up to this venue, right? And and it's Rick, you know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to Rick, man. We'll have him on here really, really soon.
Awesome.
Di, tonight is all about you, man. And I've been following you for years. Your songs, they have like, I don't know. There's some songs that you like you can hear and you like the beat. And a lot of times I think a lot of people listen to songs because of the beat or the melody, right? Because there's something about it. They could give a shit about the words. You know what I mean? But a lot of your songs, man, the lyrics are freaking strong.
Yes.
Really, really
Because
strong.
they're written from the heart. And all songs. Shout out to all the songwriters out there, because even you just saying like that you don't even listen to the words. I actually, a few weeks ago, somebody was talking about how they've never heard the lyrics to any songs, right? I think I was talking to Mike, and I was like, what do you mean you've never heard the lyrics? Like, what do you mean you've never heard the words? Like, that's the song. Look how powerful the song is. And then once you stop and listen to the words, it changes the song completely. You know what I mean? And once you know the backstory behind those songs and the real hurt behind those songs, which nobody will ever know,
right,
unless you sit down and talk to us. Oh, tell me about this song and tell me about that song.
Yeah.
You're never going to know, other than your interpretation to the song, because everybody's gone through certain things in their life that they can relate to that song, and that's why they love it so much. You know what I mean?
True.
And so shout out to all the songwriters. I love melody. That's how I write. I come up with these melodies, and right off the melody, I start writing a song, and that's just
so when
how
you
I
say
feel.
melody, because sometimes there's some musically inclined people who don't understand melody, rhythm, like the difference, right? Yeah. Melody is the flow of the
flow of the song. Like you just come up with a melody, like Estoy Cansada. My mom, let's take it all the way back to 2014. So she's on the phone talking to my uncle Mondo in Houston. Shout out to my uncle Mondo and my aunt Jodine. I love y'all. And she's on the phone talking to him, and out of nowhere she's like, "Ay, tío, no quiero ni pensar," right? Just out of nowhere. And then I stop, and I'm like, quickly, somebody give me a notebook. Somebody give me a notebook. Like, I need it right now. No quiero ni pensar, no quiero ni pensar, no quiero ni pensar. And I go, I find a pen, grab a notebook, and right away, no quiero ni pensar las cosas malas que me has hecho. And
she could have kept going. Hey, that right now, my daughter Jackie, she is. I'll use the word. She's infatuated with that song right now. Like, she plays it over and over and over again, and it's grown on me. I'm just like, you know what I mean?
It's that beat. It's that melody.
It's the melody. Yes, it's
melody.
very, very, very catchy. Of course.
That was my brother. Like, my brother took off with it. I wrote it, and I wrote it as a ballad. Remember, I sang it to you like a few weeks ago.
It, yeah.
And I wrote it really, really sad, really, really deep. My brother get in the studio, and he's like, "Dude, no." He's like, "This song is sad. Like, this is really, really depressing." But I was in a really depressing time in my life, Like, I was going through some things, and just like the song, I write my feelings. And shout out to Big Boy. I don't know who started calling me the Mexican Taylor Swift, right? Because I
a la madre.
Right, ask him about it. I don't know if
the
it was
Mexican Taylor Swift.
Yes, but Mexican Taylor Swift, they started calling me that because I would write about my feelings, about my life. And if you listen to my albums from start to there, I only have 2.
I have to do this, Doc. I have to.
Do it. Ooh.
Oh, my God. So if you're not doing that, go ahead and grab yourself a cold one, because you're in for a good interview tonight. So make sure you have a cold one or something to drink.
Yes.
Okay, Di, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Yeah, put it on your TV and
yes.
send me a picture that you're watching it on your 75-inch TV.
Yes, 75-inch. Yes. But yeah, if you listen to my albums from start to finish, it tells a story about my life and me overcoming certain things in my life, certain relationships in my life, and it's just, to me, it's like my diary.
Di, I'll tell you this. Because here in the next few weeks, I'm gonna have some more female Tejano artists that are coming on, and I wanted to bring this up to you. We all know that it's a male dominated genre, of course, but I'm gonna tell you, for some reason, I think maybe it's just me, but I pay attention to the lyrics more when a woman's singing a song than when I do a man singing a song. It's weird. I think I pay attention because I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? Why is she so sad? You want to hear, like, what did the dude do, or what did this, or what did that? And I honestly pay attention to more of the full song, the lyrics, and what she's trying to say. I listen to the male lyrics, of course, you know, and I know what they're saying, but the female, to me in our genre, their songs are freaking passionate, dude.
Yes.
Very, very passionate. They're not for the most part, they're not catchy phrases where, you know, they sing in two different phrases over and over and over again. Stupid beer. You know, but it's the fact that, you know, I really can hear when you guys sing, I can hear the passion in your voice, the hurt,
yes,
the happiness, like, and to me, when a female sings, and this is, I not all genres, I wouldn't say all genres, I definitely can relate to Tejano, right? Because it's what I love.
Yeah.
But do you think that women's songs? I'm gonna put your ass on the spot right now. Do you think that women's songs are stronger than men's songs when it comes to life in general? Like you were talking about stuff that's happened to you, when they talk about,
well,
like it hurts more. Like,
women,
you know what I mean?
Women are emotional beings. So with that being said, I would have to say, yes, we do probably sing with more passion, with more hurt, because we feel it every time we sing that song. We go back, or at least for me, especially writing the songs, when I'm singing them, it takes me right back to that situation, or it takes me right back to when I wrote it. And it doesn't make me cry anymore, but I'll sing it with those ganas, you know what I mean?
And like, did you watch Jenny Rivera? Did you watch
No.
Mariposa del Barrio?
I started watching it.
Don't tell me you didn't finish that.
I haven't finished it.
Dude, okay. let me tell you, if you haven't watched Mariposa del Barrio, this is like 8 episodes back already.
No, but there's
it's
like how
long,
many episodes? Like 90?
Yeah, there's like 92 episodes or something like
Yeah.
that. 88 or 92, something like that. Anyway, what I'm trying to get is like her in that, and just watching that Netflix series, when she got those songs, whether she wrote them or not, she could relate them to something in life.
Yes.
And when she sang them, I think that, I mean, she wasn't the greatest vocalist around by far, right? But the fact of the matter is that when she showed up to a show, she gave the people, like something, like, this is my life. This is
Yes.
what I'm going through. And they could feel it. The women could feel it. You could feel the song.
You can.
All her songs. And they were easily relatable, which made her a superstar.
Grow into
You know
who
what I'm
she
saying?
was, definitely.
What's your
And
take on that? What's your take on?
I agree 1,000%, because that's exactly how I feel. And like I said, it just takes me back to that moment when I was hurt, when I was weak, when I was vulnerable, and I just let it all out. Like, again, it doesn't make me cry. It doesn't make me, but it's almost like it makes you proud that you've overcome those things, and now somebody else that's in that same situation can listen. I've gotten so many messages from so many people like, gosh, your music's gotten me through my worst breakup ever. And that to me is a win. You know what I mean? Because that's the satisfaction. That's what, it's not what I intended, because I was going through that at one point, but just hearing somebody else say that, to say you helped me get through what I was going through, that in itself is just so rewarding, you know?
Yeah. And I tagged you, and then you ended up putting her on Facebook the other day. I really thought that there was a young lady that I saw on TikTok, and she was in her closet.
Oh yes.
And she was jamming. She's like, I'm gonna do a duet to, or I'm gonna sing a Di Marie song.
Yeah.
And she put in there like her lyrics. She could really relate her life and what she was going through to your lyrics.
Yeah.
To an artist, that's got to be, I mean, female or male, that's got to be freaking amazing.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's got to be amazing to know that something that you sat down and thought about and wrote it is somebody is singing it with all their heart.
Yes.
Because they're feeling the same thing you felt when you wrote that song.
Yes. And that's what music's all about. To be able to take somebody and just grasp them, you know what I mean? Grasp them with the same thing, the exact same thing that you were going through in your life, or at least in my life. And for them to turn around and say, I feel the exact same way. it's relatable. That's why I say all these songs, you've gone through something at one point or another in your life, whether it's been in one relationship or the following. Like you've gone through it. Everybody's been heartbroken. You've been heartbroken.
I have been those sorry ass. Nah, somebody commented on there. I think I relate, or I really pay attention to females things because I have so many daughters.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And when you have daughters, you can really relate to. If you don't have a daughter, it's like your son. You really he can break as many hearts as he wants. I don't care. But when your daughter comes home and has her heart broken, and you know what? I'll be honest with you, like. My wife was really strict with the girls as far as like in school having boyfriends and stuff. So I don't think I really like where they came home and I was like, "Cala chinga, quiero matar a este vato," right? And I don't think that really had to have gone lately. Yes, lately drama and stuff. I mean, it's just part of life. Yeah. But he is right. Because I have daughters, I can really relate to you saying, writing your lyrics for those songs, and to see the girl talk about you and stuff, like I said, and then I think I sent it to you, and then you ended up putting it on Facebook, and
I did,
and that probably made her day. Like, yes. holy crap! Like, you know what I mean? The person who I'm singing saw me singing, and now she's sharing it on her social media. So that's got to be
shout out to Faith Chavez. That song, Aquí Estoy, I was in the studio with the first album, and I remember they were like, I was like a machine back then. Like, you write a song, and okay, go. I need you to write a song. I don't care what it's about, but just do it. Just go write. And I would sit there, and I'd be like, okay. Didn't have a melody, didn't have anything, and then Aquí Estoy was born, and that's the song that Faith sang. So that song, I had a friend, a really close friend, and she was going through, she was having a lot of issues. She was dating a married man, and he was lying to her and telling her that he wanted to be with her, that he was gonna leave his wife. And I would tell her all the time, like, he's lying to you, like he's being dishonest, and you need to just leave him alone. And that's how Aquí Estoy was born. Just wanting to, when you know it's wrong and you still continue to do it, and at the end you're the one that's going to be left heartbroken. You know what I mean? And
you see what I mean, guys? You see, like, I mean, just that little piece just said, like, I'm thinking about it, like, God damn, man, you know what I mean? That's right. Like,
and people go through that all the time.
Every day.
I mean?
There's somebody going through it right now that's watching the show. That's watching the show, man. So, anybody with the name Bumper Gomez, you are the shit. What the?
I concur.
Oh, man. So, Dai, when you are all the songs that you've ever done, you didn't write 100% of them, did you?
No, my brother has written. Actually, he just wrote Déjate Amar. I want to say he wrote it about me and my life.
You think so?
I know so. And I love it. I love the song. It's super relatable to my life now. And so I totally dig it. Like, it has that estoy cansada flavor, at least in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody's really, really going to dig it.
Yeah. You talking about the cumbia, the single?
New one, yeah.
I'm gonna convince her. I promise you, I got it, guys. Dude, the song is just, again, I'm not. No offense at all. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass at all. Like, the song is legit.
Thank you.
I people send me music all the time, and sometimes I'm like, nah, well, do this or do that or do this or do that. And I'm not a who the hell am I? I'm just a fan of music. But if I find a catchy song, usually most of the time it sticks around. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I see it on the charts or whatnot. It hits Rudy Trevino's top 20. And for me, that's like the only. I'm sure there's other countdowns out there, But the Rudy Trevino Gold countdown, chingao, the audience is yawning. I think we need to like get up and do.
Oh, I'm boring. Am I boring you?
Oh shit, man. We got audiences here. Let's see. What is it? Let's go to some of the comments. We'll go to shout out to my boy AJ Rivas, also known as Jessica 210. She was on the
What's up?
yeah, or Jessica wasn't here. AJ was here last week. He was one of the 5 TikTokers here. So shout out to him. Let's see. I don't know if La Chismosa. I was on Chismosa's podcast on Monday. It was pretty
Really?
cool. Hell yeah. This is a whole different vibe. It was really, really cool. So shout out to La Chismosa 210. Shout out to John Angel. Let's see who's on here.
John Angel.
Jesse Hernandez. Missing you from
Miami.
From Miami, Florida. Damn it, boy.
Love you, Jesse. Now that man right there, you're gonna get to meet him. When did you book your flight to Vegas?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
You saw how I looked over here. Hey, I'll be this comment right here. Di was another female musician.
Okay.
And I think we should. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up here. There it is. It says your mental health matters as well, and you got to do what makes you happy too.
Amen.
That way, your kids can also get the healthy version of you.
Yes,
Definitely,
absolutely.
Andy. Definitely.
Absolutely.
So
and music is an outlet. Writing is an outlet, at least for me, and I love it, man. I love writing. I love the creation process of a song, writing it and then watching it come to life. It's almost like a flower, or anything that you're gonna grow. Like it literally grows and turns into something amazing.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever written something and you took it to somebody who, you used to go into with your music and they look at you and say, "Die, this is shit"?
Never.
Oh shit.
That has
Damn.
never happened.
I thought artists would be at least, maybe one time. They were like,
No.
"Nah, this is garbage.
No.
Go try again. Bring this
No.
shit back tomorrow."
No.
Really?
No, no, I've written for lots of other artists. Ledez, shout out to Markel.
Shout out to Ledez,
and
Markel,
everyone,
yeah.
Ledez, David, Lisa Mar. Amazing group of guys and girl.
You know what I've come to notice here lately? The more that I've been interviewing more Tejano artists, and a lot of them I consider very, very close friends, that the music, that this genre of music is very, very small.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody. If you're an artist and you're like, "Hey man, I'm playing so and so, I'm playing over here in West Texas and my bass player's sick," you could call pretty much anybody and they'll be like, "Hey, they're gonna be there. Don't worry about it."
Yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, how do they know the songs?
We're all connected.
Everybody knows everybody's shit. You know what I mean? They pick right up and like, "Hey, I'm here. Let me plug in. Let me. So that's to me, that's unique. That's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? It's an awesome thing. Di, what is your? You've always been the main artist? Have you ever sang backup or anything like that?
Yes, I did. Gosh, I can't even remember what year it was. Maybe 2018. March 24th. It was the 23rd. We're gonna go a day before that, and I get a call from Jimmy Gonzalez. I'm sorry.
Say it
They
right.
say I've never mind, we're not gonna go in there. So he calls me, I answer my phone, didn't know who was calling, I just see 956, and so I answer it, and he's like, "Di Marie, this is Jimmy Gonzalez." I'm like, "Hello, how are you, sir?" And he's like, "Do you know who this is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know who you are. I know of you. Yes. Like, it's a pleasure for you to be calling. Like, how can I help you?" He was like, "Well, I need you to come and help us out this weekend. I've heard a lot about you. I was looking at your videos, and I need help this weekend in Uvalde. Can you come out and help me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. It would be my pleasure. Well, let's That's fine. Yeah, let's do this.
For something like that. Okay, so for the audience, I'm putting my Wacky Wednesday hat on. Jimmy Gonzalez calls me on my phone when I'm sitting at home doing probably I don't know what.
I don't even know what I was doing.
And he asked me to go play somewhere.
And it was late. He called me like at 11:24, 11:25 at night. It was late to go and play.
That's for an artist. That's for like normal people lunchtime or something. You know?
No. Yeah, no. This was almost midnight. It was late. It was late at night, and I was like, okay. I wasn't gonna answer because I didn't know the number.
Right.
But I answered it anyways. I'm from the 956
Laredo.
Okay. Laredo. So I saw 956 and I said, okay, well, maybe it's somebody that I know. So I answered it and it was Jimmy. And so at that point, I wasn't really thinking, you know what I mean? He's on the phone and I'm like, yeah, sure. Yes, I'll do it. And he's like, okay, I'm going to send you the set list, or Lisa's going to send you the set list in a little bit. And I was like, okay, cool. Hang up the phone. And I remember my eyes getting real big and me like, oh my God, what did I just do? Like, what did I just do? Why did I say yes? I've never sang background vocals for anybody. I've never, ever, like, I would never even think to do that.
I want you to stop right where you're at because I want to comment on this. You notice that everything that Di Marie has just said, because Jimmy Gonzalez called her and asked her to come out and help him out. She never once asked, how much does a gig pay?
No.
Right?
Of course not.
Because you're so freaking excited.
That's Jimmy Gonzalez.
Exactly. That the legend of Tejano music called your phone. This is the way I'm picturing it. This is the way I'm seeing it. If he would have told me, hey, I'm going to pay you $5 and get you a #1 from Whataburger, I think he would have been there.
I think I still would have done it.
Oh, no,
but
man.
He called and I was totally down for it. And the minute I hung up the phone, I remember I ran downstairs and I'm like, Mom, you will never guess who just called me. And she was like, who called you? And I'm like, Jimmy. Jimmy wants me to go help him out tomorrow night. And she's like, okay. Well, do you know the songs? And I was like, no, I don't know the songs. Like, I listened to them growing up, but you don't ever say, oh, let me learn the exact songs, with the parts. And so
you were singing back up to shit you weren't so. People were like, hey, you're not supposed to sing
you're
that.
Probably right.
You're not supposed to sing that part. That's me.
And then he was calling songs when I was up there, and he was like, and he made signs for all the songs that he was gonna play. And man, one time he
only Mike understands them.
One time he went like this, and I was like, what is this?
Quiero volar.
Quiero volar. And I look at him, and he's like, you know this song? And I'm like, no, like that's not on the list. Like that's not on the list that you sent me, And I turn around and I look at the bass player and I'm like, and he's like, you know this? I'm like, no, I don't know this. And he's like, oh, this is going to be fun. He's playing. I'm like, oh my God. And
no, man, that's awesome. Like nowhere else are you going to hear stories like this, man. You know what I mean? I mean, again, Di, for the viewers, like literally just imagine yourself. If you're a big fan of Tejano music, just imagine if you're just a singer doing your thing. You know what I mean? Never in a million years do you think the Jimmy Gonzalez is going to call you and say, hey, I need some help. And you're like, God damn, that was Jimmy Gonzalez. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And just what an amazing feeling, man. And awesome. Were you nervous?
I was a little nervous only because of the songs. I wasn't nervous to get on stage and sing because, like I said, it's like riding a bike. You know what I mean? You get on stage, you do.
I don't know, Di.
You get on the bike.
I've had a lot of artists in the studio, and they all tell me like, "Hey, man, if there's 50 people, I'm more nervous. That like most people are more nervous to play for 50 to 100 people than they are to go out and play for 70,000 people."
Well, there you have it. I don't think I don't get nervous anymore. You know, it just comes natural, and you want to give it your 1,000% out there. It's almost like you become, at least for me, I become like a different person.
You know what? Stop right there because that's exactly how I see you. That's exactly how I see you. You know, I've hung out with you before, in public, in private, and when somebody gives you a microphone, it's literally like you turn into this other person and it's
Somebody
like,
else.
and then you come back, you're like, hey, so what'd you
Hey,
think?
so what's
Did you,
up?
yeah, what's up? Did you like I'm like, nah, you just killed that shit. Yeah, I do that all the time. You know, it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Get up and you do the damn thing. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
That's it, man.
You do it. You do it.
Right at about an hour, about 1 hour, I was thinking of maybe seeing if I could push your buttons a little bit and get you to let us hear
A piece of it? You want to hear a piece of it, or
man? But here's the thing, Di. If you hear a piece of it, you're not giving that song justice.
You want to play the whole song?
Well, not. I wouldn't say the whole song, but they gotta hear at least the first like I know
chorus.
The chorus. They gotta
Or the first the vert.
I'll tell you what. I'll play it and you say okay, yeah. And I'll cut it off.
He's gonna start it and I'm gonna say pissed up.
No. This was gonna happen. People are gonna be like, "No way! I wanna watch." Mark my words. Mark my words. But I'm telling you guys, I'm being straight up honest with you. Again, not because she's my guest. This cumbia is off the chain. It just has. It grabs you, man. I'm telling you, it's one of those songs you'll just hear over and over and over again. And I can't wait for it to come out.
That's the beauty of it. And even when I listen to it, I listened to it probably about 1,000 times.
I heard it raw though. I heard it raw, and then I heard it after you.
You did.
You added all
hear
this
it
stuff.
raw. And actually, whatever is on there, that's one take. I went in the studio, and that was a dummy track. I went in there just to sing it super fast and let's go, just to get the body to it. You know what I mean? So everybody else could jump in and let's go. But so I wasn't even trying is what I'm trying to say.
No, hold up.
So,
don't tell the fans that. Come on, Di. Come on.
But it comes so easy. It's a beautiful song. My brother wrote this song. Shout out to my brother David L. Garza. His name is also David Lee.
Is he really David Lee?
It is David Lee Garza.
And his
Yep. This was before my mom knew of David Lee. Shout out to David Lee. Also, Joey Rodriguez.
Oh, man. Really?
Yes.
Cesar, if he's watching, shout out to Cesar.
Shout alert.
Let's see. Let me give a shout out to my tia Malicha in Dallas, Fort Worth. She's watching. She's one of my great aunts. She's always watching, no matter who I have. Shout out to her. Awesome. Let's see. Go to the comments. Henry Garza. That's my sister right there. Killing it. That is
my brother. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my parents. I don't know why my mom didn't help me get ready today. She decided that she could just leave and go out to eat, or I don't even know where she went. But
she didn't check out with you.
She didn't.
God,
she was supposed to be, and she helps me get ready. I was like, I got home and I was like, okay, what do I wear?
So let me talk 30 seconds about Di Marie's mother. Funny as hell, beautiful, but she can't get a name right for shit.
What did she call you? Bummer. I mean,
no. I want to tell you. No, she's like, hey, what do they call you, Boomer?
Boomer.
And then she's like, or Boner, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's my mama.
I turned freaking red.
And everybody that knows her, she says she has fans everywhere. My mom's like, yo tengo fans. And I'm like, Mom, you need to calm down. She's like, no. Anywhere you go, you tell my fans that I love them and that I miss them. And I don't even call fans. I call them all my friends. There's just something about the word fans that I don't.
Kind of weird.
I don't like it. Followers, maybe. That works for me.
Hey, shout out to Familia Aguilar out. I think they're from Arizona. They're promoters from Arizona. They actually came out for fanfare and they were back there. So shout out to the Familia Aguilar. They're from. My tío just texted me.
I met her at the store. Is that?
Yes, that's the one who just texted me.
Hi, tío.
Tío Juan, my tío Juan just texted me, and he's like, "Really, bro? Miller Lite?" And the reason he said that is because my dad worked for over 30 years for Budweiser. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I drank Budweiser until I was probably 25, and I realized that waking up in the morning after drinking Budweiser is not the thing that you want to do for the rest of your life. So then I went to Bud Light. And then one day I was hanging out with my buddy Lenny Landin. Shout out to my boy Lenny Landin. And he's like, hey, bro, let's go buy some tall boys. And he gave me a tall boy of Miller Lite.
And that was all
And
she wrote.
that's all she wrote. Dude, I was like, hey, man. He goes, hey, you got to grow up sometimes. That's what because you got to grow up. Leave the Bud Light. You got to drink Miller Lite. So shout out to my boy Lenny.
Awesome.
Where we at? Oh, we're 1 minute over.
So,
Go
1
ahead.
minute over. Okay, so I also want to give a shout out to...
No, not of the show.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
what?
1 minute over the 1 hour.
Oh, 1 minute over. I thought we were...
No,
yeah,
hell
calm
no.
down.
We're
Hold on.
good.
Hold up.
Slow you. Damn. You ready to go? Down? We go right now. Thank you for tuning
No,
in.
wait, I'll see you later. Wait. No. I just, like I said, my brother... Last night we were in the studio till almost midnight, a little after midnight.
To have it ready for Wacky Wednesday?
To have it ready for Wacky Wednesday.
Hell yeah. You know, I'm being funny, but I'm being serious at the same time. Like, for me, just you saying that, right? It's an honor for me. It's an honor for this guy, you know, who started this podcast drinking in front of a camera. And it hasn't really changed too much. You know what I mean? The guests have changed. They're not my kids. But, you know, it's an honor for me for an artist of your caliber to say that, you know, I went into, because I wanted you to get a piece of, you know, what you...
It had to be perfect. It had to be.
Do you have the date?
I want to say August 10th. So that's like 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, you will get the whole song. I'm about to play for you the piece of it.
They're going to go back and go back and go back.
They're just going to keep hitting rewind.
Let me hear it again.
Now, if you were smart, you would... No, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I was going to tell you can screen... No.
Screen record, no.
So, let's see. Lisa Martinez. Hi, guys. Tell Diane Marie hi from David and Lisa Martinez from New Braunfels.
Yes. Shout out to y'all.
You work in New Braunfels, right?
I do work in New Braunfels. We're not going to say where because then...
No, hell no. If you say where, we'll start a whole nother show.
I need this.
No,
I need that.
we'll start a
And
new...
also shout out to Himencio Castillon. He did the graphics and the artwork for my new single, and
that's a bad dude.
Amazing. Did you like it?
Yes.
I sent it to you too.
Yes. Shout out to Himencio. Himencio, I need your card, or I would have put your stuff on here. That dude makes some badass t-shirts.
He did an awesome
He does
job.
embroidery, I think, in caps and stuff like.
Yes.
But I can't talk about your caps because I'm sponsored by a hat company. So,
Ándale.
but your shirts are
and Ace, don't forget
are
Ace
badass.
Promotions.
Ace Promotions,
Yes.
my boy Adrian. Shout out
to Adrian.
He's doing big things.
Yes.
South Texas, be ready because Ace Promotions is going to be taking over South Texas really, really quick. Just watch out.
Yes.
Ace Promotions. Listen to what I'm telling you. Let me see. Let me see if I
We're
can
gonna mess with it.
spin it up.
We're gonna spin it up,
We're
guys.
gonna spin it up right now. Let me see. I got to turn my Facebook off. If not,
And shout out to DJ Aftermath because he's here in the audience. He's
DJ Aftermath. Let me make sure my Bluetooth is on.
All the DJs, to all the DJs out there that promote our music, Tejano music, period. Shout out to Steven, Dallas. Because of you all, you know, we are where we are and we get our music played. I also want to talk about a Christian project that I had the pleasure of joining, Geneva. If y'all have never heard of Geneva, look her up. She's an amazing, amazing talent, amazing soul. She's an amazing woman. And I had the privilege of joining forces with 25 other women in our industry. And man, this song is going to be amazing. I'm really, really excited, and it was a pleasure to be a part of that.
You told me you were at Freddie Records recording that, right?
Yes,
You've been working at Freddie Records?
Tejanas Unidas en Cristo.
That's
And
awesome,
it's
man.
A group of 25 was maybe a little more than 25. It was supposed to stop at 25, and I think we added like 2 or 3 more.
And you know what's sad? Like, it would take me a little bit to sit here and spit out 15 female Tejano artists.
Oh my God, that is sad.
It is.
That is sad.
The genre that I love, that I listen to every single day, all the time. My show is 80% Tejano, Tejano artists. And it would take me a while to give you 15 Tejano artists.
No,
Even if I could give you 15 female Tejano artists. So, ladies and gentlemen, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who's going to show up, who's going to be here. My guest tonight is Miss Di Marie, who's been grinding in the Tejano industry for so many years. Beginning, what was your first year that you said, hey, this is what I'm going to do?
I started in 2013 professionally.
Getting
in the studio and saying, I'm going to get this done. It took me a year to finish the album. And I had a little hiccup. I started with one producer, and then my brother took over, and the rest is history. Like, after that, my brother's my backbone on everything. And so shout out to my brother. I love him, and he knows it. And I was bugging him all last week, and I was like, dude, I'm coming over, and we're going to get this done. And last night, he brought it. He brought it, and
you guys are going to get a piece. And again, I'm going to play it until either she hits me or
no, you can't do that.
Something.
You just have to stop it.
I'll stop it. I'm just playing. When you give me the sign, I'm going to stop it.
You give him the sign.
Yeah. You let me know. But here it is, guys. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday from the Wacky Wednesday studio, live here in San Antonio, Texas. It was my honor that the artist actually stayed up late just to have this piece ready to go for us and for you guys to hear. So again, before I forget, shout out to Miss Lisa Martinez. She was my neighbor at Fanfare all weekend long.
You see?
She manages all the Blood In, Blood Out.
Yes.
All the Blood In, Blood Out actors.
And
David. Yeah.
David Martinez, yes.
Shout out to Miss. What just a nice lady. She even gave me chicharrones, dude.
Oh,
I was starving. She's like,
she
hey,
had
mijo.
you at chicharrones.
Yeah, she's like, hey, mijo, you want some chicharrones? So shout out to Miss Lisa for watching. I was supposed to wear, Miss Lisa, I was supposed to wear the Vatos Locos Forever shirt today. I know that. I told you that. But I actually had to wear it on Sunday because it was a 90s throwback party from my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And it went with my outfit. So I already wore it. Sorry. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. A little piece of what's to come, hopefully August 10th. Di Marie and her new single. I have it spun up here, and here it goes.
Déjate amar, no tengas miedo. Deja quererte sin motivo. Sé que barreras construidas por el pasado en tu vida. Quiero unirme en tu camino porque me muero de estar contigo. Solo pido una oportunidad. Dime que sí, porque a tu lado quiero estar, soy feliz. A tu lado soy capaz de volar y déjame demostrar que no me importa de perderlo todo y junto a ti venceré sobre.
It didn't get to the.
Oh man!
We had to stop it.
We had to stop it. There it was. If you missed it, you're gonna have to wait till this is posted, and you're gonna have to hear it again. But straight up, look. See, they're coming already. That song is gonna hit. I promise you, that song is gonna hit. It's so catchy. The melody is beautiful. The flow of it is amazing, and the lyrics are badass.
Thank you so much.
The lyrics are.
You know, I can't forget one person that's really, really awesome. That's helped me and my brother and my family. Been there for us and helped us with this song. Augie Moreno. Shout out to Augie Moreno. He's doing big things for the industry. Also, he's always there to lend a helping hand. And man, that man is a walking heart of gold. So shout out to Augie, and thank you for everything that you've done, not only for me but for my family, and mad respect and mad love. So, but déjate amar. And I say that the song is about me because I feel like, well, my brother wrote it about me, and just it's about opening up Like, open up and let yourself be loved. You know what I mean? Like, let yourself be loved. Sometimes through the things that we go through in our lives, you know, we go through lots and lots of things, especially me. Mm-hmm. And if you want to hear my life, you just listen to my album from front to back. And
do you do that do you really, like, honestly, you put the whole story like in order? Is that how you put the songs?
That's just they fall in that order. It does. It just falls that way because I'm writing.
So the beginning of the story is always better than the chapter 4, or chapter 3.
No, it's sad, and then it gets better, and it gets better, and then it gets sad again, and then it gets happy again, and it's a roller coaster, just like life.
It's a freaking roller coaster, just like life. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Now, real quick, let me give a quick shout out to my sponsors. One of my new sponsors is Joe's Hat Company. You can look at him up at joeshatco.com. He's got awesome Texas related caps, South Texas, Puro Pinche, Texas. He's got all kinds of cool caps. So make sure you check out joeshatcompany.com. And then also, we have my boy. He's going to get mad because I got a picture of him. We got my buddy Steve Gonzalez from the Steve Gonzalez Agency. If you're looking for auto, life, home, and business insurance, hit him up. And you can hit him up at 210-625-8797 if you're looking for any kind of insurance. He does all of my insurance. He's an awesome dude. We'll bend over backwards for you. So make sure you hit up my boy Steve, man. And then shout out to my guest, Miss Di Marie. She, let me be again honest, right? I've been hanging out with Di a little more probably in the last month. I've gotten to know her, pretty good. We've had dinner a few times, and just hung out and
on a personal level.
On a personal level,
and not on a on a Di Marie level. I always say, if you know me as a friend, I'm just Di.
Exactly.
And if you know me as an artist, it's Di Marie. So anytime I consider us friends. So it's just Di, It's
there you
just
go.
me.
Just Di. That's it.
It's just Di.
And I really think that me getting to know you in that way, I have a very big respect for you as far as an artist, because you work. You're a mother, and you're still finding time to be who you are, and be a Tejano artist. And I think a lot of female Tejano artists are they're mothers. I mean, I know for the most part, most of them are mothers, and some have I don't know if they have regular jobs. You know what I mean? And the ones that do, shout out to them.
Yeah.
But you do this for the love, and it really shows through in your music. Your music, again, I can't say it enough. Like, your music is very powerful. I could tell you, my daughter, for me to hear my daughters trying to learn your song is, awesome. For me, it's like, okay.
I know her.
This is cool. Yes. And you know what? I think a lot of the nostalgia about it was because she met you, and she got to talk to you on a personal level.
Yes, she got to meet me as just Di.
Yes.
Without knowing about Di Marie at all. And that's the best part. I love that.
People call me all the time like, yo, bro, you're hanging out with, you're hanging out with Mike. And, I say, bro, they're normal people, dude. Like, they like to drink beer, chill. Like, you know what I mean? It just so happens that, I put on a collared shirt and some dress shoes, and I go to work. He puts on Vans and get some sticks and play some drums. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, we're just both two dudes. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's just pretty cool, man. My brother really, I texted my brother because I haven't posted it yet, but I texted my brother on Monday, and I sent him a little video clip where I got to bring up Los Chamacos this weekend at Fanfare. And it was the last show of the night on a Saturday night. Devin was there, Aftermath. Shout out to DJ Aftermath. He was there, and I got nervous. And this guy, Aftermath been doing this shit all day like nothing. He goes up there, relaxed, whatever. And I was with my boy Eloy. Shout out to my boy Eloy Leja down there in the valley. And he's like, "What are you gonna say, Vato?" And I'm like, "Shit, I don't know, dog." and they walked by and they had a T-shirt, so I took the T-shirt saying, added my little spin to it. But it was cool, man. It was cool to see the people out there at Fanfare at 90-degree weather, no shade, standing in front of a stage for the love of music.
Yes, and it was hot out there. It was so hot out there.
Hot's not even a thing. Shout out to TDK. TDK,
Yes,
boy.
shout out.
Muy apenas me saludó. He probably didn't know it was me. TDK, I saw you, bro, but I think when I saw you, it was with the homeboys, and they had fire and shit. So I couldn't go over there because they told us we couldn't go in front of the stage because of the fire. We put up Andy's post earlier, her comment. Did you see the picture?
No, I didn't.
Shit, TTMA is gonna need some insurance next year, dude.
She threw the fireball.
She threw a T-shirt. Check this out, guys. You gotta go on. You gotta go on Facebook and look up Andy Bustamante. She had a Mike Gonzalez iconic T-shirt, and they were throwing out T-shirts to the fans. And it just so happened that the flame went up at the time that she threw the T-shirt, and the flame, the T-shirt went right through the flame, and it came out as a fireball.
She threw a fireball. Super awesome show, though. That was a really, really good show. Man.
So let's see, TDK. I do know who you are, man. Of course, and I was to the best Tejano dancer in all the land, bro. I'm still good. Couple of more tragos and I'll take another
birthday?
one. Oh yeah,
happy belated
birthday to TDK, man. He's always tuning in. Shout out to him. Let's see. This lady is saying Jenny Rivera used to sing her songs as her life, so keep it going, girly.
Yes.
And yes, Steve can help you big time. A hello to your madre bumper. Oh, that's my mom.
Oh, hi, mom.
Hi, mom. I know. My mom gets so mad. She goes, "You read other people's comments?"
But not mine.
No. She's like, "You read other people's comments?" And I commented right before them and right after, and you said somebody else's. And it really does happen. The comments don't come in the same way. The comments don't come in the same order as it does on other people's phone, just depending on where you're at.
Speaking of mamas, shout out to Mike Gonzalez's mom, Miss Yolanda Solis. Much love for your mama.
There you go. Hey, shout out to the 956 to McAllen, Texas. Everybody watching in the Rio Grande Valley. Di, you don't know this yet, but I'm gonna have you back. I've been watching Rebecca Valadez. She's been doing a Tejano panel.
Yes.
And talking about Tejano music in general. And I'm not stealing her idea because I don't want to do a whole series on them. But you're somebody that I want to bring to a panel, and I want to bring my ideas out on what's going on in the world of Tejano music.
That would be awesome.
Me and Rick, we had a deep conversation. You guys can go back on the Wacky Wednesday page and look it up from Saturday. And we had a deep conversation, short and sweet. But what you're doing, young girls, like, again, you were saying, showing a little bit of your life. Somebody could relate to you. You know what I'm saying? And relate to your lyrics. Mm-hmm. But I want people to know that just like the shirt you said earlier, Tejano music isn't dead.
No, Tejano ain't dead, baby.
That's it.
That's his slogan, Rick Valderrama's slogan, and that's so true. And there's kids. I see lots and lots of kids that are starting to play the accordion and the bass. Shout out to the Conjunto Cats.
Yeah, the Conjunto Cats killed it at Fanfare.
Art Campos and his boys, Diego and Zeke, man, they're amazing at
what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and they kill their instruments. So
go ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. That there is lots of talent out there, and maybe they just don't know where to go or how to start or who to talk to. And I was there once, and I started from the bottom, learned
Started from the bottom, now we're here. We started from the bottom, now we're
But seriously, you know, you don't know where to go. And I've talked to many musicians here lately that are starting out, and they're like, well, I don't know what to do, or I don't know where to go, or how to do this and how to do that. Send me a message me, and I will help you. Like, I will help you, walk you through it, and give you the contacts if you need them. Whoever, I'm here to help. And that's the problem in our industry, is that nobody ever wants to lend a helping hand.
So you hit the nail on the head. That was something that we talked about.
Yes.
And I told him, what if, and I don't want to go into another whole show, but I give you just a little example of what we're talking about. David Lee, I'll call him out by their names. Jay Pettis, you know, La Mafia, Intocable.
And I have to say,
Don't say, oh, Intocable. No, they're Tejanos. All of them are Tejanos. There's only one guy that came from Mexico that plays in the group. They're all Tejanos.
yeah.
Right? All those bands that I just mentioned, or people, at one point or another started where you call C bands, D bands, B bands, right? They weren't A-listed bands. And I'm not saying that they're not doing it. That's not what I'm saying at all.
They've helped me. David Lee's helped me. Jimmy Gonzalez, I mean, he was one that right off the bat.
But
like,
right now, we need this industry. We need the hands to go down, and you need to pick up more than one. Put both hands down. Pick somebody up. Like, hey, you know what? Let me hear you live. You know what? I'm gonna have you open up for me.
Yeah.
You never know what that could do for somebody. You know, it could open up. And my tío just sent me another text, and he's like, "Dude, what an amazing voice that you have."
Thank you.
Right. So with that being said, I want to play this song that you hear me keep referring to, that my daughter is trying to learn all the lyrics to, and it's just so catchy. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, just throw a little bit of music in the mix here.
Let's do it.
Again, this is one of my favorite songs that Dai sings, and here it is.
No quiero ni pensar las cosas malas que me has hecho. No puedo asimilar. Este dolor me mata lento. Estando junto a ti, vivo mi vida en un lamento. Ayúdame a salir, que estoy sufriendo junto a ti. Estoy cansada de estar esperando que por mi orgullo ibas a cambiar. Que estuve en contra de todo este mundo, hallé la manera de superar. Te di mi vida, mi cuerpo y mi alma, que no supiste valorar. Ya no pretendo seguir a tu lado y no pienso regresar.
It's that catchy music.
No quiero ni pensar las cosas malas que me has hecho. No puedo asimilar. Este dolor me mata lento. Estando junto a ti, vivo mi vida en un lamento. Ayúdame a salir, que estoy sufriendo junto a ti. Estoy cansada de estar esperando, y por mi orgullo ibas a cambiar. Y aunque estuve en contra de todo este mundo, hallé la manera de superar. Te di mi vida, mi cuerpo y mi alma, que no supiste valorar. Ya no pretendo seguir a tu lado y no pienso regresar.
Oh, we're not there yet.
It's live, baby. It's live. I tell you, it's live.
Estoy cansada de estar esperando, y por mi orgullo ibas a cambiar. Y aunque estuve en contra de todo este mundo, hallé la manera de superar. Te di mi vida, mi cuerpo y mi alma, que no supiste valorar. Ya no pretendo seguir a tu lado y no pienso regresar. Estoy cansada de estar esperando, por mi orgullo ibas a cambiar. No. Estuve en contra de todo este mundo, Ya no pretendo seguir a tu lado y no pienso regresar.
Fun. I love that song.
Dude, I can dance to that song like I love that song. That song's awesome. So look up my girl Di Marie on Apple Music or on I don't even know what the hell Android uses.
iTunes, Spotify.
But what is Android?
Amazon.
What does Android use for their
I've
music?
never heard of Android music.
What do they use? Somebody help me out and comment if you're an
Google
Android
Play.
user.
Google Play.
Google Play.
Google
Okay,
Play.
there you go. Google Play.
Yes.
Google Play.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That song. Let me take y'all back. Now you can't just play it. I got to talk about it now.
I got you.
So that song, like I said, I wrote it as a ballad, and I was in a dark place. You know, I was trying to find myself, and I was hurting. I was in a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, and so I was tired of the situation that I was in. I was in a relationship that I said, you know what, estoy cansada. And like my mom, it started off with her being on the phone, and ay, tío, no quiero ni pensar. No quiero ni pensar las cosas malas que me has hecho. And I took it and I turned it into this. I turned my pain into this awesome song. You know what I mean? And so thank you guys for sharing it, for buying it on iTunes, for even just to share. A share goes 1,000.
Yeah, hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
definitely.
And to all the DJs out there that play our music and support us, thank you so much, because it's because of you all that our music gets heard. So without you guys, we're nothing. So shout out to all the DJs out there that support us and play our music. Thank you. We love you.
And along with DJs, I think artists, you're going to have to start doing this as well.
I'm ready to get
Excuse
on
me.
TikTok.
Yes. So, with that being said, Lexi, who is also one of the panel members from the TikTok
Yes, shout out
royalty,
to my girl Lexi.
I named it. I called it Lexi. You can either comment, yes, I'm the one that called it. I call it the Lexi Shuffle. That's what I called it when she was here last week, partied with us, and I called it the Lexi Shuffle. She called it. So now it's called the Lexi Shuffle, man. And she's like, I could literally do the Lexi Shuffle to that song. So shout out to Lexi, man. Mike, can I get another beer? Hey, Mike, they want to know what color Vans you're wearing today, bro.
Red. Like my hair. Red.
Oh, you
It's
answered
red. It's red.
aftermath answered red.
He had to wear the red ones today.
Yeah. Hey,
To match my hair.
shout out to TDK. I did do a show with just Aftermath, bro. You're gonna have to go back on my YouTube channel and check it out. So again, there Lexi just put it in the comments. I am the originator of called it the Lexi Shuffle. It's been trademarked. It's already been called out, so you can't call it when you see her doing the on Friday, when you see her getting down and getting ready for Friday, I called it the Lexi Shuffle. Where are we at right now? Oh, we're good.
Where are we at? Where are we at?
good. Are you drinking? I haven't even seen you taking one drink.
I don't want to be like rude or anything. But yes, this is so good. Diet Coke and
Gentleman Jack.
a little bit. This one's just so much smoother. I didn't drink the whole bottle.
I had La Chismosa
wasn't
was
me.
sitting in your Chismosa was
wasn't
sitting
me.
in your seat last week, and she's like, I said, what do you want, Chismosa? She's like, I want Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
So le compré un pinche 2-liter chingón, and I bought her a whole bottle of
And then John ended up with the bottle.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, no. Hey, TDK, what's up, dude? How about we get TDK in the studio and tell him that he has a 9 by 6 foot square to dance and teach everybody how to dance some badass Tejano music, because that's one smooth son of a gun on the dance floor. Let's see. Let's hear more of the new song.
No, not till August 10th. Not till August 10th. It's coming out.
Yes.
And I'm so excited, guys. I took some time off. Obviously, after Jimmy's passing, I kind of stopped and didn't do anything anymore. And then my son it was his senior year in high school, and I was like, and he told me, Mom, I don't want you to do anything.
You could take your headphones off if you don't want to look funny.
It takes so much away. I love music, but being a mom and playing is hard. So shout out to all the women, all the women in the industry that are moms and have little kids. And it's hard. It's so hard it's all about time management. Like I get home and my daughter's like, she jumps on me like, mom, and get off your phone. And Mom, it's about, you know what I mean? And it's hard. It's hard and that's it. I just have one, you know what I mean? My son's already a little bit older. He's, like I said, he's going to be 19.
Mom, don't look at me. Don't, I'm good. I'm alive. He's going
to be 19 and he's starting his own life. He's going to school, and so he kind of pays less attention to me, and I kind of have to let him, I have to let him grow up and be a man. Yes. So I don't bother him as much, but my daughter, that's my princess. You know what I mean? That's my baby. So I take care of her, and I try to pay a lot of attention to her because I know that she needs it. I know that the time when I started playing in 2013, 2014, it took a toll on my family. And it was hard. It was hard to manage being a mom and music, and it's a lot of work.
It's like we talked about earlier. Like my hat's off to you guys who can do this and actually do it, all the time. And you just said, in those couple of years, it took a toll on you.
It did on my entire family, and it was really hard. So, again, shout out to my girls that have kids and are still, doing what they love. And it's a sacrifice, it's
definitely a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice and because we love music so much. And, nobody sees the behind the scenes. Nobody sees the creation of these songs and how much time and effort it takes to writing the song, to getting in the studio, to producing the song. Each song not only costs a lot of money, but it takes so much time
to do it
away from your family to get this stuff done. And because we love to play, we love what we do, and that's why we do it. And to put yourself in our shoes, and sometimes it may take us a year to release something. And like I said, my son, the reason I stopped going back to that was because he told me, Mom, I want you to be present my senior year. I want you to be there for me. I want you to do this. And I said, you know what? It was hard. Like, I didn't even know when he told me, like, I need you to stop. And I was like, I don't even know how.
What do you mean stop what? Like stop what?
Stop music. Like, stop it, period. Like, don't release anything. Don't record. Don't, like, act like you're not an artist and you never were. And I was like, I don't even know how to do that. How do you do that? How? You know what I mean? And I was like, it took me about a month or two to kind of accept it and say, you know what? I have to do this for my son. He's my only son.
Yeah.
And so I stepped away for a whole year, and then COVID happened. So then it's 2 years, and now, you're
getting back in the swing. You're getting ready.
I have to say, I haven't been really, once you're out or haven't done it in such a long time, it's kind of like, it is still like riding a bike. Let me tell you, I will get on that bike and I will go. But I don't want to say it was depressing or anything like that, but it was like, I didn't know, like, okay, how do I get myself back into this? And to get motivated to do this, it was like, oh, I don't want to do it. No, and then I see the work. I start to recall all the work that it takes, and again the toll that it takes on your family, and the sacrifice, and it's a lot of work. So
with all that being said, when is like somebody just asked, when's Di Marie gonna be in the 956?
Ooh.
So is something in the works right now that Di Marie's gonna come back on the road or make some appearances?
There's a lot of things in the works right now. We're talking about things, but yes, I will be on the road very, very soon. And
Di, do you have a manager, or you manage your own self?
I've always done everything myself. Everything from putting the album out, to writing the songs, to getting in the studio, helping my brother. You know, of course, he's the mastermind behind the producing. I can't take that away from him.
Mm-hmm.
But doing it all by myself, you know what I mean? To registering the songs, to putting it on iTunes, to everything you can think
do all
of.
that.
I do it all myself. But
How do you do it? You Google it?
I
Like, oh, well, it's good. You can do everything by Googling it now.
yeah, no, I did a lot of research on where do I go, and nobody helped me. I went in blind and I did it all on my own. Like, it was me and my brother. That's all I had. You know what I mean? And we figured it out together, and it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's awesome. And again, shout out to Adrian. He's the one that's gonna get us down there to the 956. So Ace Promotions, Ace Productions.
So Ace Promotions, Adrian, if you're watching, Di Marie's ready.
I'm ready. He knows I'm ready.
Well, we're gonna put him on the spot. So you never know. Di Marie might be coming to a city very, very near you.
Very, very soon.
Very, very, very near you.
Very, very near you.
Very near you. Yeah, Miller Lite. No more, bro. Miller Lite's kicking in already. Let's see.
Yes.
You could never can't be a superstar. I went to her work, and I was one of her coworkers, and my wife and I were like, "Is that Di Marie?" And it was. She was cool as hell, humble, cool, sweet, etc. That's freaking awesome, man. That's freaking awesome.
And yes, I'll get lots of people that'll come in and they'll be like, "Are you Di Marie?" And I mean, I can't deny it. I mean, my hair is like a bright, shocking red. I'm like, yes. And they'll be like, "Oh my God, that's so awesome." And I'll have sometimes people that want to take pictures with me, and my coworkers would just look at me like,
why do they want to take a picture with you?
No, they know. All my coworkers. And shout out to my boss that let me leave early today. Just a tad bit early, and I was still late. But we're good. It was just a little bit.
A little bit. Speaking of shout out to my boy Art from the Conjunto Cats.
Yes.
They were actually on an episode of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Art, let me tell you, bro. I went and I made it a purpose to go watch you guys, even if it was just for a little bit. And I saw you guys out there sweating your asses off, and the people were digging the hell out of the Conjunto Cats. I actually talked to, I'm having a brain fart, the guy who runs everything, Bino. Right, we're talking to Bino. And Bino was like, he's like, "Hey, there's some bands that I have over there that maybe next year or in March I'll have them over here." I said, "Hey, bro, Conjunto Cats," and he's like, "Really?" I said, "Dude, the Conjunto Cats fucking killed it.
They did good. They always have. So I've been a friend of Art for."
Everybody died.
15, no, but this guy, we go way back, like way back.
Oh, he's Seguin, because Seguin, yeah, it's true.
Seguin.
Okay, got you.
So I've known him for a really long time, and so shout out to the Conjunto Cats, to Zeke and Diego and his wife Linda. We actually work together, me and his wife. So
really,
yes, we do. Super cool. But guys, if you haven't checked out Conjunto Cats, definitely check them out. Awesome. They're going to do big things.
If you see, with that being said, Di, if you see a new Tejano group, regardless of its Conjunto, Tejano, whatever, give them a shot, dude.
Always.
What does it take? Hear a song. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the old songs will never go away. They're what we love to listen to, what we grew up listening to. But hey, if we want to keep evolving and keeping our music relevant, we have to be accepting to new artists.
Definitely.
So,
I completely agree, 1,000%.
We have a show coming next week. And I want to talk a little bit before we say our adios to Di. You really didn't do that, Mike. If that dog pisses or shits on my carpet,
you're clean.
You're done. You're done. Matter of fact, Aftermath, hold that dog in your lap, bro. So he's happy. Yeah. You threw me all off what I was talking about. What was I talking about that?
To help others, to help bring them up.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
To help
Yes.
others. You know, the big bands. Next week, listen to me right now. Next week in here in the Wacky Wednesday studio, I might have for the first time a trio that you haven't seen in years. If you're a fan of conjunto music, if you're a fan of Tejano music, right now, one for sure. Almost two. I'm almost positive two for sure. We're still waiting for the third one. And this is going to be the first time that they appear in public. And they're going to do it on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. So think about that. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday is going to have another. We just had a world premiere.
World premiere.
One piece.
A little snippet.
Little snippet.
Little snippet of the new song.
Mean Dime Marine did one of those here. More of it. But it's cool.
We should do like a trivia or something so I can give some merch away. So I have t-shirts.
You got
and I have
t-shirts?
CDs.
Okay. Let me announce who I got next week, and before we get off, we're gonna give some fans some Dime Marine merch for sure. So next week, in my opinion, this is my opinion. You could take it however you want it. If you get butthurt, I'm sorry. It's my opinion. I've been listening to this music all my life since I can remember. So next week in the studio, for sure, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend,
Boom.
the greatest bajo sexto player to ever walk the face of the earth. Juan P. Moreno will be right here in the Wacky Wednesday studio. And there could be two other special guests. So if the other two special guests show up, it is going to be the first time that you've seen these guys together in a long time. So make sure that you tune in next Wednesday at 7:30. Juan P. Moreno will be right here where Dime Marie is. And I'm hoping I'm going to have to scoot over and there's going to be some other people here. But we'll work on that. But for sure, Juan P. Moreno, legendary bajo sexto player. To me, the greatest bajo sexto player to ever walk the face of the earth. And that's the greatest bajo sexto player in regional Mexican, Tejano, conjunto, whatever, wherever you've heard of bajo sexto, Juan P. Moreno's the king. Period. Fight me. Whatever.
Fight me.
So, again, Juan P. Moreno next week with two other special guests, hopefully. So, shout out to Juan P. if he's watching. And there she is. She's back on.
Oh, hi.
The beautiful Dime Marie. So, for the fans out there watching, let's, what do you want to give out? A t-shirt?
We can give out a t-shirt.
You have t-shirts?
I do. I have
And
a lot
if
of
somebody
t-shirts.
wants to buy merch, Di, where do they go for that?
So I do have my website, dimariemusic1.com. And of course you can always DI Marie, MARIE 1, the number 1.com. And you could also hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, everything's Dimery Music. Snapchat, Dimery Music 1.
You do Snapchatty?
Oh my God, all day.
I'm not
All day.
a Snapchatty guy.
What do you mean?
The kids laugh at me like that. It's Snapchat.
I
It's
love
Snapchatty.
Snapchat. All the filters to make you look good. To make it, and then you meet them in person. You're like, oh yeah, what happened? What happened?
Where's those beautiful eyes you had on there?
I thought they were ojos
They
de canela.
gone.
Boy, was I wrong.
They gone. Hey, Art, I'm not saying you're a bad bajo sexto player, but I'm just saying that to me, Juan P. Moreno is the best of all
yes,
time.
yes. He plays really good. And also shout out to Juan Trevino. He's an amazing bajo sexto player. And actually, he wrote one of the songs on my album.
On
the second.
so the single that you're doing, is there an album to come soon after?
Yes, definitely.
All
It's
right.
coming.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
So let's give out a t-shirt, a Dime Marie t-shirt. We're going to give out an extra small.
Extra small.
No, hombre, no te crees.
I'm not even an extra small. A schmedium.
Oh, I knew the comments were coming. I shouldn't have said that. Johnny Lee. I know Johnny Lee's good, bro, but it's not Juan P. It's not freaking
and
Juan P.
also,
Moreno.
before I forget, shout out to Little Eddie.
Little Eddie?
Nobody knows Little Eddie.
Who's Little Eddie?
You don't know Eddie Perez?
Oh, Eddie Perez from
Eddie Perez.
from La Llave, right?
La Llave
yeah, La
Music.
Llave
He
Music.
just-
Yeah,
he
he
just
just
started up
did
his
the own thing, and he got the
record label.
Homeboys. Shout out to the Homeboy, right? The Homeboys
Yes.
on there. Dude, the Homeboys killed Fanfare, man. They had fire, a lot of fire,
A lot of fire.
and they had more fire. Pinche
but
la-
Andy had fireballs.
Yeah, but Andy had fireballs, but Elias killed it, man. No, neta.
Yes.
The
Shout out to the
Homeboys.
Homeboys.
If you didn't know who the Homeboys were after this weekend, you know who they are. Those guys are no joke. I told you when I interviewed them that they were gonna take the Conjunto world by storm, and they're just beginning. So, Conjunto artists, be ready because the Homeboys are coming, and they're coming strong. So shout out to Elias, to Roman, to Para, to everybody, man. To Chingao. I'm having a brain fart.
Roman.
I said Roman. ¿Cómo se llama?
Junebug. Shout out to Junebug.
Sound out to Junebug. Hey, dude. Oh, we can't talk about that shit. Yeah. No. We're not gonna talk about. We're gonna give out a T-shirt. We're gonna give out a T-shirt right here. So if you guys are watching, Ernie, dude, Ernie is a bad mofo on the accordion, dude. Spinks, like Leon Spinks, the boxer. See, you didn't think I know that shit, huh? Hell yeah. Drink more beer.
But again, shout out to Eddie Perez. He recorded the bajo and the bass on Déjate Amar, the new single that's going to be released. And he also pretty much, the second album, I know he did a lot of work on that album. So he's awesome. Shout out to La Calma Nation.
The Calma Nation. They weren't happy with Fanfare, but man, that's another episode. That's another episode.
What
Really?
happened? Where's the Chismosa? She's not here
Chismosa's
today.
not here.
She's not here
I'm going to
today.
do a little bit of 2-0 Chismosa. So what happened was I think they got mad at G-Man because G-Man had
G-Man, I don't think G-Man was there, but
he was there.
Okay.
So
See, I don't know.
if you ever been a Fanfare on San Saba, for the viewers who've never been there's two stages, one on each side of the street, and it's literally one city block, not even a full city block. It's, you could literally stand in the middle, face one way, hear the music, turn around and face the music. Yep. But what happens at San Saba is that the wind comes through. And the wind can go from one way to the other. Mike, don't give me that goddamn face. You know it doesn't. Help me out here.
I don't know what they're talking about.
What I'm saying is you could be on a stage and you could hear the music from the other stage. So it throws you off as an artist. And you guys are playing. You guys are going up there. They don't have in-ears. You know what I mean? They're just playing off the monitors that are out there. So it could really jack you up. So I think Leo was upset because he thinks that G-Man had turned up the volume.
Oh, okay.
On one end of the thing, and it overpowered him. So he was upset about it and went to on Facebook, and then G-Man responded on Facebook. But you know what I mean? It's all good. I think they squashed it. G-Man is a well-respected sound guy.
Shout out to G-Man.
In all of Texas.
He
I mean,
every time I see him, I'm like, dude, you've got this, right? You've got me, right? Like he's like, no, you've got this. Don't forget the words to your songs. I'm like, I've got this, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to my friend Vero also, Veronica Guajardo, for watching. So
shout out to Vero.
Shout out to Vero. And Ruby, I can't forget Ruby Martinez too. She helps me sell my merchandise, and she's always there for me, whatever I need. So shout out to Ruby. I love you, Ma. Thank you for all you do.
Hey, real quick, you gotta laugh at this, right? We're talking about bajo sexo players, right? And I said that Juan Pete for me, he's the best, right? And Johnny Lee came up, whatever. Art from Conjunto Cats, like, Para not only is a good bajo player, ta cabrón pa los pancakes. Oh, man. Okay, so before we call it a night, we got to give out a T-shirt, man.
Yes,
we want to give out a diamond T-shirt. So here's, you got to come up with the question. You got to come up with it. And it can't be something easy, man. You got to let these people think that they're going to have to Google and like Wikipedia and all that other shit.
Wikipedia?
I don't know. Are you on Wikipedia? Di Marie?
I don't know. I've never Googled myself. That's cool.
Bullshit.
I haven't. I've
Bullshit. Everybody's Googled themselves.
I have never Googled myself. What for? Like, you come up? Like, if you Google...
If you type in Bumper Gomez, you're going to see a guy doing a keg stand, fucking getting fucked up.
What? No. Yeah,
Hell no.
So, God, I don't even know what...
So, again, she's coming up with the question. The gift that we're going to give away is a Di Marie t-shirt in your size. You're just going to have... So, if you do win, you're going to message Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on Messenger. Let me know your address and your size, and Di Marie will get it to you. Okay. Right? So, we're just waiting on the question. That's all. Damn. Somebody says, still haven't received Mike's koozie for guessing his set.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to send it personally.
Get away.
Wait, it was how many drums he had, right? I think
that's what it was. It was how many drums in your thing.
I don't think anybody knows.
Oh, he gave for the record, he gave you a shirt, so that outdibs it outdibs a koozie. So, saludos to Henry's Haris Zimirele. I hope I said that right. So that's on Bumper. They're blaming me. It's cool. I'll take the blame for my. I'll give you a koozie. Night pedo. I'll give you a koozie.
I'm still trying to think of a question.
Yeah, we need a question. He said, "Good luck. I had to buy my own Mike G t-shirt."
When I started.
That's a good comment. While you're thinking, I'm gonna go through these comments, while you think of a question. A big thank you to all the great artists and musicians and the raza from Texas for accepting and showing love to Familia Aguilar Promotions. We truly appreciate y'all, dude. Because you're a humble dude, bro. Neta, you're a humble guy. Every time I see you, you're happy, smiling. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to go to one of your an invite. Invite me to Arizona to give me a reason to get on the road and go out there. No, Mike, I'm not going to Vegas. But if you gotta, oh man, let's go. They're still hammering me about the Bajo Sexual place.
Yeah, I bet.
They're still coming. You got the question, Doc?
No. My high school mascot, maybe? What's my high school mascot?
That shit's easy,
We
dude.
talked about, what is it? Do you know it?
Something Alexander High School in Laredo, Texas.
It was the mascot. Not the name of the school, way.
I know, but I mean,
Now
you gotta do is Google
it.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mascot.
So here's the question.
Okay.
Since you didn't come up with that.
Easy. Okay,
All right.
go.
Here's the question.
Okay.
The question is, what if you were listening to the podcast? Okay, guys, and before I give the question, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm going off my program here where the comments come in, and the one that I see first. You might see that you posted yours first before somebody else. It's just you never know how they're gonna come out. It just depends on where you're at. I'm going off of mine, okay? So don't hit me up like, hey, I was before them. Not on my shit. Your shit came in second. All right, so here we go. The question is, what year did the song that I just played, what's the name of the song?
Estoy cansada.
Estoy cansada. What year did that song come out? Ready, set, go. I don't have a. What do you call it?
No, I know. Duh.
That's like waiting music. I don't know. It's scary music. I'm ready for somebody's putting both.
Yeah, they did.
That's
Okay,
not the answer.
so we're gonna
Andy,
do-
that's not the question.
We're gonna do both of those because I.
You gonna do both of them?
Yes, we're gonna do 2 T-shirts.
Okay. So,
So my
Don't-
question.
Can you see the years? God, somebody put 1987 a la madre.
I was born. Hold up.
Hold on. So, no, they didn't. They didn't hear it. I haven't seen the year yet. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I see it. I'm gonna go. Here we go. So we're gonna give a T-shirt to whoever got the Bulldogs right.
Yes.
The first one for the Bulldog one was. Let me make sure. For the Bulldogs was Sandra Zamora. Sandra Zamora, send me a message on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and we'll get you a Di Marie T-shirt.
Thank you.
Sorry, Andy, she just beat you. And let's see. The answer was. Hold on. Let me see if I got the answer here. The answer. Mary, I want to say it's Polly Hernandez, and she's just HDZ, but 2014, right?
Yeah.
So 2014 was the answer. So Mary Hernandez or Mary HDZ, hit up Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on Messenger and send me your size and your address, and I'll make sure Di Marie gets
Send your
you
merchandise.
the information.
Yes.
Hey, of course, my Theo's gonna freaking text me, try to cheat. 1999. Theo, you're off, man. It ain't 1999. That was Prince's song. Party like it's 1999, man. So, I wanna spin up that song again, man. I wanna spin up
Which
that song.
one?
Well,
The new one.
not your new one because
The new one.
You want me the new one?
No, we already
No,
played
okay,
it.
we played it. We
already
played it. All
You
right,
already
all
got
right.
a little tease.
Okay. So
No llores.
No llores. That one?
We can do no llores.
Okay,
So
no.
let me talk about no llores real quick, briefly, because I know we're running out of time.
I don't have it on here. There I do. I do have it. I do have
So
it.
no llores, I wrote it for my auntie Pat. She was, and I let the song out for anybody that's been through a relationship with domestic violence. Anybody that, and that goes for men as well, not only women, but I mean, she went through a lot, my aunt, and sadly we lost her. And I wrote No Llores for my aunt, so may she rest in peace. And you know, every time I sing it, like I said, it takes you back to those moments, and my eyes will get watery sometimes just listening to it and singing along to it, because you know, we try and go back and say, you know, I told you to get out. And you know, when you see people that are in toxic relationships and you try and tell them, you know, this is what's going to happen, you know, not that you expect the worst, but when you're in a toxic relationship and you need to get out, sometimes you're so in love, or you feel like you're trapped and you can't get out. And because of that, a tragedy happens. You know what I mean? So that's what happened in my family. So I try to be that voice to say, if you're in a relationship and it's abusive and you know that it's not good and it's negative and you feel it in every inch of your soul and your body, get out, because it's not worth it. You're going to end up either doing something really, really bad, hurting yourself or hurting others. And it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
so this song, I dedicated it to my aunt. I wrote it for her and I sing it, man. It was so much passion and so much love. So, you know, to my aunt.
You want to do a piece of it?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it before we say, before you sing it, I want to say, I love this comment. This is the first time I've ever heard Bumper, and it's a great show. Something different, something fresh, a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Thank you, and to you too, Di.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Angel. I
joining
appreciate
us.
that. I appreciate that comment. So here is No Llores by Miss Di Marie.
Can we sing it?
If you want.
Devin wants to sing too.
No llores por él, que no vale la pena. No llores por él, hay que tener más fuerza. Yo ya me cansé de explicarte y decirte que tú mereces mucho más que ese amor. Él fue infiel y no puedes negarlo. Ha tocado tu piel, dejando huellas en tus brazos. Ya te lo advertí, me duele verte en en sus brazos. No quiero ver que sufras más ese dolor. Viendo tus ojos demuestras tu tristeza. Con cada lágrima que cae aquí estoy. Las cicatrices que él te ha dejado se quedarán por siempre en nuestro corazón. No llores por él, que no vale la pena. No llores por él, hay que tener más fuerza. Yo ya me cansé de explicarte y decirte que tú mereces mucho más que ese amor. Él fue infiel y no puedes negarlo. Ha tocado tu piel, dejando huellas en tus brazos. Ya te lo advertí, me duele verte en sus brazos. No quiero ver que sufras más ese dolor. Viendo tus ojos, demuestras tu tristeza. Con cada lágrima que cae, aquí estoy. Las cicatrices que él te ha dejado se quedarán por siempre en nuestro corazón.
Yo, Dai, I gotta ask. I'm gonna have to play this song over like when we're off the air to see if there's a voice on it.
What do you mean?
Because you sang that song exactly the way it is on the, like, I mean, it wasn't even one hiccup or one, like, I couldn't even hear, couldn't even hear the actual recorded.
Wait till you see me live. Like, it's gonna sound... Am I tooting my own horn right now?
No, hey, you can do that. You can do that for sure. No. You can do that. Dai, I want to thank you, man. First, I want to thank you for being a very good friend.
Thank you.
Secondly, I want to thank you for hauling ass out of work and coming here to the studio and giving your fans, right? Fans of Tejano music. If you've never heard of Dai Marie and you've heard of Bumper or vice versa, whatever.
Yes.
We're here. We're trying to keep our music relevant. And it takes you guys behind the camera to play it. Play it for your kids. Play it for if you're young adults. This is not just music for when we're barbecuing and getting drunk.
No.
You can listen to it going to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it relevant. It's who we are. It's our culture. And we got to keep, we have to keep it, strong. And I'm really glad that, you were talking about all the 20 plus artists, female artists, doing the what was it called?
Tejanas Unidas en Cristo.
There you go. It doesn't get stronger than that, man. So you guys stay tuned to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Again, if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, it's 2 hours. It's not 30 minutes. It's not 45 minutes. It's not a radio interview. It's for you to get to know who my guest is inside and out, personally, and, artistically as well.
Yes.
Right? Bumper has big words. You better watch out, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Familia Aguilar.
Yes.
If you, hey, Dai Marie, Phoenix, Arizona, Southwest Airlines, voila.
Here we come.
Gone. No, Dai, thank you so much, man, for coming and hanging out. Thank you for being just a genuine person. Thank you for being Dai before you're Dai Marie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I look forward to our friendship growing. You know what I'm saying? And to the people watching, thank you guys for tuning in and for give her support, man. Go get out there, download that music. Look up Dai Marie on iTunes, on Android.
August 10th, guys. It's coming
August 10th
out.
is gonna be. Are we gonna do a single release party?
Déjate amar. Let's do it.
Party.
We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a video for it.
Is the video gonna be coming out on August 10th as well, or are you gonna do it after?
I'm gonna work on the actual video probably within the next 2 weeks. So hopefully it'll drop.
Do you
on
have
the
in your
same
mind
day.
what you want to do for the video?
I do.
Is there going to be any people in the background? Because I want to volunteer. I want to be in the background.
All right. I guess, yeah, let's do it. And look, Aftermath's back there like, yes.
Yeah,
here.
We want to be in the background. I could wash dishes, or I could do something like that. So,
yes.
Di, before I got to read this comment.
Yes.
Di Marie, just thank you for your contribution to the Tejano industry. You did make a mark, and you are going to make a mark. I'm still crying. Come on.
Thank you so much.
So,
thank you. I really appreciate that. And that means the world to me, honestly, because it's because of you all, because of the followers and just our family, our friends that support us. It's because of you all that we keep going. And I also want to give out, I haven't said anything about Mike, but he has been one of my recent inspirations. Like, he pushes me to be better. You know what I mean? Find you somebody that lights that fire inside of you and pushes you to be a better person, because that's exactly what he does. And he's been telling me for months now, like, Di, when are you gonna do this and when are you gonna do that? And I keep telling you and that's what pushed me kind of out the door. Like, okay, you know what? He's right. What am I doing? Like, I have to do this.
Step on the gas.
Yes,
Gotta go.
Yes. So shout out to Mike Gonzalez for being there and for inspiring me
wherever
and pushing
he
me
might
out
be.
that door.
Wherever he might be in the world right now, Mike, wherever you're watching from, thank you, man. Thank you for pushing Di to get this single.
Yes, thank you so
pushed
much.
out.
Thank you.
Washington State wants to see Di, man.
Yes. Oh my God. I played in Pasco, Washington. Is it Pasco? And man, and I played in another little town there in Washington also. And man, we had an amazing crowd, and it was so much fun, so much energy, and I can't wait to get back there. So I'm gonna get out there.
We can't wait to have you here in San Antonio.
Yes.
You're trying to go thousands of miles away. We're trying to get you here in San Antonio.
Yes.
So again, to all the fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, thank you guys for tuning in every single Wednesday. Every single Wednesday, I try to bring you something. If it's not an artist, it's just somebody with a great story, because everybody has a life journey, right? Everybody has.
Yes, definitely.
Di said it earlier. People's lives are like roller coasters. And, if you could grab one little snippet from somebody's life that it could help you out, then it's all worth it. Thank you guys for tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Again, stay tuned. Next Wednesday, Juan P. Moreno,
What?
the greatest bajo sexto player of all time, will be in the studio.
Thank you, Bumper, for having me. Thank you so much for, again, not only our friendship outside of the music business, but just for everything, for having me here today, and for the many artists that are going to come. I'm excited to tune in. So
heck yeah. So if you like what you saw tonight, a little in-depth, a little bit different than what you hear on the radio.
We went really deep.
Yeah, we were deep. And we could have gone deeper.
We could have.
But I value our friendship. Yes, Angels. Just on Wednesdays. If I did more than one day, I probably wouldn't have a wife. So just on Wednesdays. And there's always an after party. Sometimes there's not. Just depends. But again, thank you for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you are wherever you're at, if there's a Tejano act coming to your town, go spend the money.
Yes.
Go spend the money. Support your artists, man. Big, small, it doesn't matter. Get out there, make our music relevant. And Tejano music is not dead. We're still here. We're still kicking. Our culture's still kicking, man. Yes. All right. So again, make us proud. Get out there and support these artists wherever they might be. You guys have an amazing rest of the week. And again, another episode in the books. Miss Di Marie, thank you.
Thank you so much. Love you guys. And again, thank you for all your love and support. And we will see you on the road.
Yeah, on the road. You heard her. So it is coming your way. Y'all have a good one. Wacky Wednesday out.